Let's make some let's make some brownies. Calls for sweet potato. That's an interesting ingredient. And yes, I will be washing these. I'm just going to cut them up first and let them sit in some salt and water. But let's get them cut up. Got a clean bowl. Dirty sweet potatoes. Gonna let them sit in with some salt. Whoa. Okay, that might have been a little bit too much, but anyway, I'm gonna let them sit in some salt and diluted warm water for about 15 minutes. Now that they're nice and covered, okay. They're going off to the side. So in the recipe, it calls for almond butter. I don't have that. They probably don't have it at Walmart or any grocery store near me. So I'm just gonna use regular butter, and it's half a cup. It calls for maple syrup, but we're gonna use honey because I don't buy syrup. Is that weird? Whatever. Some eggs. And it calls for some vanilla extract. I'm going to link interesting recipe down in the description box below if you want to check it out or if you want to try baking it yourself. Yeah, that should be good. And it calls for 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Okay. Like, do you guys see kind of fogging it up, I guess? It just all looks like cocoa. That's just what it all looks like. Cocoa powder in a bowl. Then it calls for baking soda. It doesn't call for any flour. The potatoes, it's been about 15-ish minutes. Pouring in the water, and we are gonna need more water than that. I can smell the cocoa powder from here, and we have enough water. Yeah, I think so. I just drained the potatoes, and we're gonna put in the pot. And turn this on high, the burner. I'm gonna go ahead. These floors are so old. If you hear any creaking, it's just the flooring. It's very old. But anyway, I'm gonna stir brownie mix. Arm workout. But look at that. That's beautiful. And it smells like brownie batter too. Yeah, it smells really good. But the sweet potato is gonna be, I think, interesting. But I didn't have to add in any sugar, so possibilities are it could be a little strong, but then again, it might just taste perfectly fine. Sweet potatoes are cooking, or steaming, I should say. So they'll be nice and soft once I put them in the batter. Okay, let's mix that up a bit. But besides that, this looks really good for a brownie batter that's not boxed up. And just, yeah, this is something I would make again. So far, it's turning out really good. And of course, I got the recipe from TikTok. So, yeah, no, it's not gonna be done for quite a while. Now let's set a timer on for, call it 7 minutes and see where we go from there with the sweet potatoes. Hey Alexa, set a timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now.
She heard me. Thank you, Alexa.
Anytime. Literally.
Does it look done? I don't think so. Hey Alexa, stop. Are they done? They sound a lot softer going into the water. So let's test it out. Yes, they're soft, yay! Turning the stovetop off, bringing my pot off to a stovetop burner that's not on. I'm gonna let these sweet potatoes cool a little bit, and then I will strain them and put them in the brownie batter bowl. Alright, I poured the sweet potatoes in, and now I'm gonna mix it up with the brownie batter, obviously. It says on the instructions to put them in the oven at 350. We're going to do bake at 350 and then start. It also says to put them in the oven, the brownies, for 30 to 35 minutes. But every oven is different, so either way, I'm still going to keep an eye on it. I'll put it in for 20 minutes at first, and then we'll see how that looks like after the oven is done preheating to 350. Now I'm gonna put in the brownie batter. This is what it looks like. It's very low, so the brownies aren't going to be extremely thick. Now I've got some dishes to do, so I will see you in a few. The oven just went off, and so now it's time to put the brownies in the oven. Hey Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
I just got done doing the dishes, so now all I have to do is wait and monitor the brownies. Turn the light on in the oven and I can't see shit. So we're here. Wow, I can see stuff. Okay. And it's gonna be a while. So to give you a backstory of why I just put more liquid in my dish soap, it was white vinegar, by the way, if you didn't know or if you couldn't tell. Wow, okay. Anyway, to give you feedback on why I was putting more liquid into my dish soap, I was putting in white vinegar, which that could seem really weird, or maybe not to a lot of people, but like sometimes you don't want to buy the expensive soap version, so if you know cleaning tricks here and there, then you can actually just put in some white vinegar and put it into some dish soap, and it can clean your dishes really well. Okay, the timer just went off. Let's go check on the brownies. I got my oven mitt and a toothpick. Let's check on it. I checked it. They're done. I'm gonna let it cool off. And I will see you next time. Bye. My opinion on that is put in milk chocolate chips, put in semi-sweet chocolate chips, put in chocolate chips. Okay, I did not do that. The recipe called for that, and I'm gonna stop boring you guys. That is all for now. Bye.